Welcome back, everybody. I am Vince from Let's Talk Paintball out here at the Mid-Atlantic Major. We have a great semi-pro match going on right now, but I have a very special guest in the booth with me, Lauren Weeks, the leader, the captain, the main cheetah herself from the Chesapeake Cheetahs. How you doing today?
We're doing great. How are you doing, Vince?
Good, good. Happy to have you in the booth here. We have a great match right now. Getting ready on the field. On the screen, we have Pbfit versus TPP Totem. Amazing shots, as you can see, off the break. So Pbfit first to lose a player right now. So 4-on-5 battle. TPP Totem, great job yesterday. Lots of great Dorito attack as well from Ricky Smith. But spreading the field out yesterday. Today they seem to do a little more pocket, right? Are you seeing that a lot on the field?
I've seen Paintball Fit play more than TPP, so...
Yeah, lots of pocket play from teams out there. How are you guys? How have you been playing this field? What have you been noticing out here?
I've been seeing a lot of pocket play, and I don't really see a lot of in between. So it's either you're in the pocket or you're running down the field. Especially yesterday for the girls.
Exactly. So right now, great moves here happening on the Doritos side. I think that's Brody over there on the Doritos for Pbfit. In Dorito 2, looking to make the move into Dorito 3. But TPP Totem losing bodies right now, unfortunately, kind of dropping off. So that's usually indication of some great lanes here by Scott Stewart, by Trent Mason. But big move from Totem up the center and into Dorito. Wow, so phenomenal move so far. Oh, but they do lose their center player. I believe it's number 72 for Totem. Getting a little extra on the back of the head on the way out. Been seeing a lot of that on this field. Everyone getting a little bit of love.
Oh, yeah.
So, a little extra. Trent Mason, great move here into the snake. On the Dorito side,
we've got one locking it down in the middle.
Yeah, Dorito side, a little bit of battle developing right now. They're trying to find those last bodies. So, TPP Totem player recognizes that the snake player, Trent Mason, is hot. Oh, but they dink him out. So, good job. Oh, that's Chavez over there on the Dorito side, not Brody. So, the penalty that was pulled, the bomb that went off over there on Totem was a hopper hit. Lots of penalties on this field.
I've seen a lot.
Yeah, so so for you guys, I know Cheetahs had a little bit of a rough day yesterday, right? So what are the things that you guys are doing to try to bring things back? Change ups, a little bit of roster, moving things around?
So originally we had some pretty new girls to start. I think that we were coming back. We had 2 teams in Florida, so now we have shrunk that down back to 1. So we have 3 new girls that are pretty green to paintball. I'm pretty sure we have 3 girls in total that have ever actually played tournament paintball in general.
Wow.
So considering that, I think the girls are doing great. I think that we've had a lot of major adjustments from yesterday to come back today a whole lot stronger, especially for our first game against the Diamonds.
Absolutely. So one of the things that we've seen, there's either this field has played very competitively or there's been a ton of blowouts, right?
Yes.
And across all the divisions, including Pro. Pro had some upsets over there too. And we've had some great games, great paintball happening here at the Mid-Atlantic Major. Thank you so much for everybody tuning in live. Leave comments down for us. We can answer. Like and share this out to everybody. We're trying to grow this amazing free and live stream happening all weekend long, so you get the best of the WNXL and semi-pro action. So here in the breakouts, TCP Machine taking the center spots, pushing that pocket again like we were just talking about.
And we lose one off the snake side.
Oh, shooting out one of the Mutiny players. So Mutiny really needing this one right now, losing a match earlier. They need to go they're 2-1 on the day. They need to go 2-2 to have a chance to move into Sunday. TCP Machine, though, having a little bit of a rougher start. So they really need this match to come back. Yeah, TCP Machine 0-2. So they need to win this match and the next one to have a chance of making it onto Sunday. So that's kind of been the story so far developing. So snake battle, Dorito battle here going down. So both players in the Dorito 3 looking at each other. But wow, phenomenal move here. TCP Machine player getting taken out by the... Well, I think it's McDonald here on the snake side, but they fill quickly. So McDonald sitting there in that skull Proflex, shooting down on the snake side, trying to keep snake player from moving. Now he's already gotten 1, trying to get 2. I believe it's Idina in the snake for TCP Machine. Needs to be careful. So great job by Mutiny to fill the snake now in snake 3. Oh, yes.
That was close. That was a close one.
Yeah, McDonald's almost roasted.
Oh,
Wow. So, hey, great
kill
shot by TCP Machine. They're all number 27.
27?
So 27 gets a lot of kills for TCP Machine.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Phenomenal move by 88. Oh, and a major penalty. Oh, that is a killer right there. Number 88 making a phenomenal move for Mutiny, but unfortunately getting clipped out and trading with the snake player, deciding he was going to play on a little bit, but they cost his player. So TCP Machine will take that point after a devastating penalty by Mutiny. Listen, if you're playing this field and you're listening to this right now, don't try to cheat the refs. They see pretty much everything. I would say the refs on this field are seeing 90%. There's going to be some Jedi mind tricks, right? Some players are going to get away with some stuff. But for the most part, these refs out here have been on point. You can only hide so many. So a little bit of a.
They've been generous too.
They have tried to let people like kind of get away with some stuff as far as like, you know, when people want to stand off and duel a little bit, they give each other a little extra love. But as long as they high five at the end, everything's fine. But if it looks to be maybe a little hostile, everyone's getting penalties. So good job by TCP Machine in that situation. Oh.
Bringing it back to make it on Sunday.
Little heatness going on right now on the Mutiny side. Need to be careful. Can't be jaw-jacking the refs too much. You can get a penalty for jaw-jacking the ref in the pit, so you got to be careful. So a little update from the ref here. What do we got? All right, so that's what happened. So Mutiny player ran down, bunkered the snake player clean, but got shot in the leg by the back center player and shot the back center player. So major penalty. He did get shot in the leg. Mutiny will start down bodies. They will start with 4 next point. So great breakout here on your screen. 5-on-5 breakout. Oh, and as I say that, TPP Totem loses a player. Commentator curse is a real thing. It's happened several different times now. All right, so
we do lose a body off of the snake corner for Pbfit.
Yeah, so right now, so sets
and one up the middle for TCP.
For Totem.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Jerseys, a lot of jerseys look similar out here. That reddish orange fade, it can happen. But
very popular.
I'm a huge fan of Machine's red fade jerseys they have. I actually have one at home. I like it so much. So Totem doing a good job, but I believe that is, I think it's Chavez there on the Doritos side there for Pbfit, looking down the center, trying to get that shot through the middle, trying to move up too. So great job. But as you can see, Totem trying to lock him down, making sure he cannot move. So a little bit of a battle going on right now. Kind of a longer point. Oh, they do get out one of the Totem players in the center there. So I believe it's going to be a 3-on-1, and Totem's going to go ahead and concede it. So great job by Totem conceding that point. As we go through this match, I just want to say thank you to all of our sponsors: ProShar, Planet Eclipse, GI Sports, HK Army, Lone Wolf Paintball, Dye, Sup Air, and Lux, providing this amazing experience we have out here today on this beautiful blue and black HK field. How do you like playing on the field so far?
I like it. I do think that it is a little bit different than what we practice, considering the hill.
Yeah, a little bit. Obviously, as players are playing and grass is getting dug up a little bit, it does create a little bit of an uneven surface in some places.
But I think it's worked in our advantage in some places.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because you could actually get a little lower in some spots than you usually could, right?
10 seconds.
So as we get into this next point right now, we have on your screen, Mutiny needs to bring this one back a little bit. Down by 1, still plenty of time. Right around 13 minutes to play. So great center pocket here from TCP Machine, not wanting Mutiny to move. Running ref going in on the corner there. Checks him. He is clean, so good job there. Great move through the center. Ooh, and the ref checking him out. Calls him clean. Wow. And that's the other thing, too, bounces, right? As anything starts heating up, bounces become a factor. I know you guys had a couple shots yesterday that bounced, and that would have made the difference of 1 or 2 points if you got that kill.
There's definitely a lot of bounce shots on this field that I didn't recognize until we actually sat down and shot them in last practice, and they have helped us a whole lot.
Absolutely. So on your screen right now, Mutiny pushing over to the snake corner, also in that wing on the 40-yard sideline on the Doritos. So kind of crossing up a little bit. They are losing bodies, so Mutiny is down bodies right now. They have the corner, they have the Dorito. They also have the Dorito wing. They also have a guy on the Dorito side as well. But all TCP Machine at this point, as I believe they're up 4 bodies to 3 for Mutiny. Clock ticking down. About 11 minutes, 20 seconds left. Oh, they do get the shot on the Mutiny player, so great shot there. Great fill into the snake as well by Totem. TCP. See, I did it too. TCP Machine.
They did take out the snake for Mutiny.
Yeah, great push so far. All right. Another great kill there. So pushing the center and the snake side hard. I think that's going to be it. Machine's going to run in and hit the buzzer on that. So that's going to put TCP Machine up by 2 on Mutiny. And there we go. There's the base. So I didn't know if they were gonna let the clock run out a little bit on that one or not. But again, Mutiny needs to win this match big because they lost their previous match. So in order to move on to Sunday for sure, they're 2-1 right now. So they have to get this win to go 2-2, to go 3-1. The last thing they want is go 2-2 and be on that bubble, trying to move into Sunday. So in this set also, Pbfit facing TPP Totem. So for the sake of me not messing it up, I'm just going to say Totem. So Totem had some amazing play yesterday with Ricky Smith, former pro from TMG Outlaws, doing a phenomenal job on the Dorito side, breaking the match open quite a bit in order to give them a chance. But Totem, not having the tournament they wanted at the first event, underperforming, so they need to come out here and play well. So they're 0-2 on the day right now. So Totem needs this win, so that way they can have a chance to go 2-2 and make that bubble. So huge breakout on your screen here from Totem, going all the way to the 40-yard line. Oh, but they lose 2 players off the back line, so 3-on-5 right now. Advantage Pbfit with the 5 bodies. So
looking very strong, holding down the field.
Yeah, and
they do lose their center player.
So Pbfit, very similar situation in the last match. What they did was they went up by like 2 or 3 points and then let Crisis come back on them, making a pretty close game. So again, running down the middle, I think once Trent Mason realizes there's only that center player, he's going to bunker him. Oh, I don't know. That might be okay. Good. So Trent, a little bit of a spin there. Didn't recognize that player was in the 50, but he was able to pick him up on the run. So good job. And a quick concession here by Totem to try to save some time. Under 11 minutes left in this match. Now, Pbfit has done a phenomenal job locking players down, trying to make sure that they are not letting Totem run all over them. So far, how do you like the match so far? Do you think if you're in the pits for Totem and you're down three points, what are you telling them right now?
I think they have a great ability to come back from this. I've seen them play really well before. I think that they have a great coach as well. So I think they can do it.
So Up next is going to be TCP Machine versus Mutiny. And again, TCP Machine, this will be a huge win, huge momentum shift for them if they were able to take this match against Mutiny. Mutiny looked so dominant, mercy ruling the Killers on their on Friday, the first day, but then losing a tough one earlier in the day. So great breakout. Looks like 5-on-5 breakout happening right now for both teams. Mutiny not playing as aggressive.
They're actually in the Dorito 4.
Mutiny already.
Mm-hmm.
So back line not playing as aggressive, but they do send a player out deep on the Dorito 4, and it seems to be working out as he gets a kill on the center player and potentially penalty. Oh, and a yellow penalty. That is a minor penalty for those of you at home. Minor penalties take you and one other player. That's a yellow. Red are major penalties that takes you and two of your friends at the same time. So minor assessed. So TCP dropping 3 bodies, 1 gets shot out, and then they lose 2 on a penalty. So in the driver's seat right now, Mutiny. Wow, so a little update from the ref. So that penalty was he shot right above the pack. That is an inobvious hit. So good concession here by TCP Machine. So Mutiny doing exactly what they needed to do. Pushing aggressive. I mean, the penalty helped. They got a little bit of a gift, right, from TCP. But that was what was running. TCP starting to run away with it a little bit. Now Mutiny bringing it back. So, but yeah, how many games you watched out here so far? I've seen you guys out here quite a bit scouting the field.
I've been out here for a long time. We were here yesterday until probably 6 o'clock till the last game was played. So
wow.
We watched a lot of paintball.
So give the viewers at home a little bit of a background on you. What field do you play out of? And actually, your family, you guys own a couple fields, correct?
Yes. So my dad, actually, he owns 5 fields on the East Coast. So we have 3 in Virginia and 2 in North Carolina. And the organization itself is called Let's Play Paintball. So we play out of Chesapeake Paintball in Virginia.
Chesapeake, hence the Chesapeake Cheetahs.
Yes. We also play at the same field as NRG Elite.
There we go. Yeah, I see you're wearing the NRG swag
Yes.
right now, supporting the local homies.
I have to support my boys.
All right, so great breakout here on the right-hand side from Pbfit. Getting into this insert bunker, playing that back line, starting to push. One trend we're starting to see now is teams going short on the snake side and really pushing that Dorito side or pushing up the center. So right now, I believe that's Brody for Pbfit up in the 40-yard line. But TPP Totem losing the first body, so it looks like it's going to be a 4-on-5 right now.
4-on-4. It was
4 on
Paintball Fit as well.
Oh, it looks like Trent Mason gets shot out from Pbfit. Looks like that's Alex Zudell, number 72, is the first body to take the walk for Totem. So right now, not wanting to make any mistakes, Totem being a little cautious, but they are down by 3. Plenty of time left, right around 10 minutes left in this match. They still have time to come back, right? So this is where teams, a lot of experience, have composure. Oh, and as I say that, lose another body. So this, they have to be careful right now because semi-pro is a little different. So they are a 5-point mercy rule, WNXL and the NXL pros.
Paintball Fit does take a
Wow,
flag.
so Paintball Fit does get a penalty, so that does bring it down. So I believe that brings it down to a 2-on-2 actually now. And unfortunately, the snake player for Totem does get his eye dotted. That's going to be, I believe, number 44 or number 14. I believe it's number 14. 4s look a little weird on that jersey, but Totem losing their player there. And I believe the Totem player shoots both players left alive for Pbfit. Wow, so great comeback here.
Great point.
Yeah, great point. So actually, Bishop is number 44, so the previous player was number 14. So great job by Totem to stay calm, cool, and collected. Exactly what I thought they needed to do. Their back players holding it down, staying collected, right? And then obviously getting a little bit of a gift from Pbfit getting that minor. But doing what they need to do, and like we said yesterday, you don't have to be the player making all the moves. You just have to be the last one alive.
Oh, yes.
So give us a little rundown of your roster. Who do you guys have? I know Bishop was playing really well yesterday on the Dorito side.
Brooke Bishop.
Oh, all right, shot in the lens. That was the update. That was the minor. Right on the top, little skimmer, huh? So Scott Stewart, a little bit of a skimmer off the lens, and that's what caused the penalty. So, yeah, give us a rundown on the roster.
Brooke Bishop, she's been playing paintball with me for probably 6 or 7 years now. She is a great little superstar, and this is definitely her layout. She plays normally up the middle or on the snake side. We have our superstar Dorito player, Carolyn Nguyen, probably one of my more favorited girls. She's been with me for a long time, and she played paintball back long before I had even started or thought about it. So,
and she's playing with a little bit of an injury, correct? So
yes,
she's out there stunting still. It shows how the toughness and the tenacity of these ladies out here.
Oh yeah, she plays flag football too, so she's
quite the competitor.
Oh yeah.
So on your screen right now, breaking down. So looks like get ready to dive into this. Like Mutiny player getting in. So Mutiny in the dark black and gold accents taking on TCP Machine. I believe this is Idina again, trying to gun battle by himself, getting pinched out. Oh, unfortunately, does get shot out. Actually, I think that's not Idina. I apologize. So slowly moving down here, very methodical moves. Trying to make sure I believe that player that got shot out was Ghana Witcha. So those of you who don't know, I'm trying out here some of these names. If I don't phonetically know how to say your name, thank you, Lauren, by the way, for having a last name Weeks. You know how nice that makes. It makes my life so easy. So Rodriguez here from Mutiny walking that in. Absolutely dominant here, looking like a monster. I mean, he's just been storming down this field, playing the two, backing up, getting the snake when necessary. So, all right. So, got a base here by Mutiny. So, yeah, I mean, Mutiny bringing it back. That's what we need to see. Tie ball game right now. You know, less than 8 minutes, or right around 8 minutes left in the match. That'll make it 2-2 for Totem. And for the Cheetahs, you know, for the WNXL team, you guys were actually one of the newer franchises, correct?
Oh, yes. Those girls have come a long way since day one. There's probably 4 girls on the team that have actually been playing paintball for 5 months.
Yeah.
They started with our tryouts in January, so they have come a long way since then. I'm very proud.
So what's the story behind the Cheetahs?
So I actually, in World Cup, I was playing with Femme Fatales and Todd and Tammy. I've known them for a long time. They've been friends with my family for a long time. Great people. Played with them for X-Ball and fell in love with the girls. And then I was told about the WNXL. So I said, why not? I can't give up that opportunity to have my own girls team. And I have plenty of girls at the field already that have played paintball. So
here's what I need. I need a pink Cheetahs jersey, right? The purples match too much with other. I need a flaming pink Cheetahs jersey.
I think
so that way you guys stand out.
I think you'll like our jerseys for World Cup then.
Great, good. I'm gonna love looking forward to it. As we get back in the semi-pro match right now, we have Pbfit taking on Totem. So Totem here, you can see in the back, 44 on your screen now. Bishop trying to let his team know what's going on. And 14, I'm trying to see his name. 14 right here in the snake, trying to shoot across the field, moving in. Great move up the center.
They do take a minor penalty on the Doritos side.
Wow. So not only do they lose their snake player, they also get a minor penalty. Not what Totem needs to be doing right now. And they are letting, so Totem, unfortunately, this is going to be a 4-1 match as Totem concedes. You know, less than 8 minutes left, so they got to be careful here. This is the situation where if Totem doesn't mount some kind of comeback, so Totem with a talking penalty.
Oh, no.
Wow. We've seen a lot of stuff out here. We've seen a gross major for someone wiping an obvious hit, and now a talking penalty. I'm telling you right now, these refs out here are not playing around.
Nope. I've seen a lot of talking penalties. A lot.
Yeah, so one of our sponsors being Planet Eclipse, just coming out the LV2 here, we have in the booth. This thing is nice.
It is beautiful.
Are you going to be shooting this today?
Oh, yes.
I mean, I love your guys' Geo4 cheetah print run, right? But this LV2 is nice. The new barrel kit they have here, and you have a Pro DNA tip on top of it too. Big fans of Infamous. Actually had Thomas Taylor and Matt Rao in the booth yesterday. So shout out to Infamous. Shout out to Planet Eclipse there, one of our sponsors here on the NXL field. So getting into this match right now, you got TCP Machine taking on Mutiny. So TCP Machine yesterday was in darker black jerseys. Today, they're sporting their red jerseys with the white 27 on the back. 27, significant number for TCP Machine. Unfortunately, they are dropping bodies right now as Mutiny is just storming down the field. Again, great push here from the Snake from Rodriguez, standing up over the top. Just feeling confident about that move, shooting over to the Doritos. So great job by the 1-2 punch here from Mutiny on the Snake side. And I think they're going to be 5 bodies alive at that point. So quite a dominant point for them. So like I said, so Mutiny, they're 2-1 right now. If they win this, they'll be 3-1, which will put them in a good point spread, good positioning. But unfortunately, TCP is 0-2. So if they lose this one, it probably puts them out of contention for tomorrow, for moving on to Sunday.
It's not over yet. They've got plenty of time.
That's right. They do have plenty of time, so they need to mount a comeback. If I'm in right now, if I'm in Machine's pits, I'm their coach. I'm saying, do you guys want to go home? Do we come all this way to practice this hard to go home? Right? So get up on that horse, giddy up down the field, be aggressive. I mean, the Machine guys are no slouches. Some of those guys are former pros, played on Aftermath, played on Trademark Gun Outlaws. So they know where they're at in this position right now. So great breakout here for Pbfit. Looks like it's going to be Rogers, number 31, in the insert Snake bunker, followed up by Trent Mason behind him in that juice box. One of the new bunkers for the NXL this year. They have those little mini wedges and those mini bricks. We're calling a juice box. So you're going to hear some bunker calls out here today. Just trying to break it down a little bit. If you have any comments, please leave them in the chat. Would love to answer them and talk to everybody. So Colt Lukow dropping right now, looking a little frustrated in that point. He did get shot, looks like, from the Snake side heads up. But Pbfit trying to preserve their lead right now, not wanting Totem to come back on them. Totem did score 1 point so far, so 4-1 right now is the score for Pbfit. And you can see, not looking to move, right? Not looking to do much. They're just locked down. They know they have the lead. They need this win. Pbfit went 0-1-1 on the day, so they need this win. They did win their first match, so they're 1-1-1. Oh, Rogers dies from the corner, though. Does get shot in his hopper. So Totem starting to move a little bit. They did. Totem does lose a player in the middle. So 4-on-3 right now with Totem actually having the bodies. So great move down the center for Totem. Trent Mason moves over to that corner where Rogers got shot out from. Trying to hold off the attack a little bit, but Mason's calling his kill right now, but it doesn't look like he's shot. The ref's going to check him. Ref calls him clean. So Mason not happy about that, shaking his head as he believes he got that shot on the Dorito player. So Totem looking over top, figuring out where the bodies are, not wanting to make any mistakes. So great job.
Coming down the Snake side.
Yeah, Trent Mason said, hey, if you're not going to go out, then I'm going to go ahead and move up and get you out. So, shoots the center player. Great job by Trent Mason. So he shoots the center player. Does he get another Dorito player? So great job, Dorito side, for the move up. They shoot the player. They don't quite know. Oh, wow. Oh, and just punishes him. Oh, okay. So, wow. So, unfortunately, looks like Mason is going to get a penalty for talking after he was hit. So, looked like a pretty bang play.
They have a body to pull?
I'm not sure. I think there's a body left. There is. So they had one body left on the side. So they had 2 players left on the Doritos side. They pulled one. They were able. Chavez was able to stay alive. So good job by Pbfit to keep composure there. Now Totem is 1 point away from being mercied. So, I mean, plenty of time still to come back. I think they have under 8 minutes left in the match, so they can still mount a little bit of a comeback, but it's looking a little rough for Totem. So some great WNXL matches today. Who do you guys play today?
We play Sacramento Diamonds this morning, and we play Femme Fatales at 4.
Good. So
11, 40, and 4.
Some great matches. So still a chance, right, for you guys? I know you were 0-2, but definitely make the adjustments you need to make. You go 2-2 on the day, and make it into Sunday. Love to see you guys on Sunday making those moves. So going back in this semi-pro match right now. So Mutiny breaking out strong to the corner. This number 88 from Mutiny, trying to get into the snake, looking to make that move. But he's getting pinched right now as the tall juice box player here on the TCP side of the field knows that he's there, trying to shoot down on him. So right now we have a great battle going on in the center here. That center player for TCP holding off the Doritos side, not wanting them to make the move, and he's going to move into the 40-yard line structure, that 40 wedge on the Doritos side.
We do have a snake player from Mutiny asking for a paint check.
Yep, the insert bunker here. So he's clean, so Rodriguez does get the check. So followed up by Kalia. Oh, but they get a big kill here in the center. They're able to kill the player, but Rodriguez straight into the snake, screaming his brain out that he knows who the player is. They have to go get him. So great job. Great talking, great movement here so far by both teams. Mutiny with a Mutiny moving into the snake, but TCP a little better field position right now as they're in snake 3 and Mutiny's only in snake 2. So each team has their own specific calls for each bunker. So you might hear some calls in the background like ghetto and some other things. Those are the team-specific calls that they have to identify certain spots of the field. So snake 3, so they've identified now where he's at. Then they know he's somewhere in the snake. They don't know if it's snake 2 or 3. They said caution the snake there, right? Which usually means, what do you guys say in that position if someone's in the snake, you don't know where he is?
If someone's in the snake, we don't know where he is. It's normally caution. That's always the word that we use.
Good. So I know some teams use red alert, right? They'll say red alert one side, they'll say caution one side, or fire. I've heard fire one side, fire, if they don't know where someone's at. So great back and forth there. So TCP player, snake player was able to go down and trade out with the snake player. See, that's where the communication comes into play. So they actually ran down, bunkered the wrong snake, but still was able to dive in and stay alive and trade. So good play there by the TCP snake player. I think they're trying to figure out right now. So I believe it's a 2-on-2. TCP, they flip the field on each other. They don't know where everybody is. So the Dorito 2 player hasn't picked up the snake player yet. Oh, but he's going to get absolutely destroyed. But I want to say it's a 1-on-1, and they flip the field on each other. We've seen this quite a bit happen today because all these large bunkers in the middle, players are getting lost quite a bit. Oh, so it looks like we see the TCP player walking out. So we thought he was alive. Unfortunately, he does get shot in the trade. So that will end up being a tough one there. So Mutiny's going to go up another. So that's going to make it 4-5. So it's going to be 4-2 with 5 minutes left in the match. So I just want to say thank you again to everybody out here. If you're tuning in, I'm Vince from Let's Talk Paintball, joined here by Lauren Weeks from the Chesapeake Cheetahs, WNXL professional team, and a newcomer to the professional ranks. And so when you guys were joining, I mean, I know big names like Destiny, Femme Fatales, right? That's a big deal to be joining those ranks. How do you feel about making history out here at the second inaugural female tournament?
I think it's an honor and pleasure to be out here, and I'm very excited that I've had all these girls willing and really eager to participate. And I think that the goal with the WNXL was to grow women in paintball, and I think that we've done that.
Yeah, you're literally making the next generation of female superstars. So thank you so much for everything that you're doing out there. So getting back into this match, Pbfit versus Totem. Pbfit dropping the first body on the Dorito side of the field. So four bodies for Pbfit, 5 for Totem, as Totem has a little better field position right now, moving up the middle. But Pbfit trying to lock everything down right now to make sure that Totem doesn't use that aggression and move up the... I know Ricky Smith making a huge move into Dorito 3. Pbfit, looks like that's Brody that dropped. So still 4 bodies left for Pbfit. Let's see if Ricky Smith can work some magic over there on the Dorito side. That's what he's known for. He is a Dorito specialist out there. Moving into the Dorito side to back him up. Another Totem player behind him. So they realize now that Ricky's in the Doritos. Trent Mason switches his gun. Scott Stewart also switches towards that direction to stop that push. So Trent Mason here trying to gun battle down the wire. Wants to make sure that he can actually make the move in the snake. So if you're Trent Mason right here, do you sit there knowing that you're up bodies, knowing you're up points, do you sit there and just hold them from getting into the snake? Or do you make the move into the snake?
I would make the move. If you have the move to make, I would make it.
So what position do you specifically like to play the most in the field? Are you kind of the quarterback in the back? Are you going down the Dorito side?
It all depends on the play. Probably more of a quarterback player. I feel like I'm probably one of the stronger, more vocal girls on the team.
I can definitely agree with that. I hear you out there.
Yeah. But
so as you can see right here on your screen, Totem player doesn't know that they're in the snake yet. He's looking across the field, trying to get that shot on Ricky Smith. Ricky Smith, and he does get the shot on Ricky Smith cross the field. Great shot here by Trent Mason to get that kill. Cross field. Had a little bit of help there from Scott Stewart. I think Scott Stewart, actually, Mason pinched him. Scott Stewart's the one that actually shot him. So great kill from Scott Stewart to get Totem's biggest weapon off the field. So Mason wheeling and dealing, trying to figure out where the rest of these bodies are. They know he's in the Snake 50 now as they're pumping paint that way. They have to be careful, though, because it looks like Chavez is still in Dorito 1. Chavez needs to get on his course and go, and not get stuck in that Dorito position. But Scott Stewart moving up the middle. Colt Lukow, big voice, letting everybody know what's going on. Trent Mason with quite a bit of rub. And he does, looks like he does get shot. Ref's going to call him clean. Wow, so it looks like a little Trent Mason Jedi mind trick as he gets shot in the hopper. Points to his mask, and the ref calls him clean. Great job by Trent Mason. Hey, play on player, right? Sometimes you got to do the old Jedi mind trick. And he is very yellow right now. But he loses to gun battle over gun battle, coming out in the same position. See, that's one of those things where in the pro division, they're going to come over the top. They're going to switch sides. They're going to come out. He came out same exact spot 3 different times and got caught over gun battling that position. I mean, they're up bodies. No need for that. He could have communicated with his players. It's Scott Stewart gets shot out too. So this game has devolved from a 4-on-2 to a 2-on-2 battle with Totem bringing it back. And they get the shot. Wow. And they get the shot on Colt. So it's a 2-on-1 right now. And it unfortunately looks like Chavez's gun was down. So Totem's going to run this one in. Great job by Totem.
Point.
I want to see who this player is for Totem right now, who literally just saved that point. So both players here, you see, looks like is that number 6, number 15, number 5, something like that? Number 5. Okay, so number 5 from Totem. Clutch move there. Phenomenal job in the corner. And then as he walks past us real quick, number 22. Cardona. So Cardona there from our Crow. I think I said that right. Number 22 from Totem. Phenomenal job pulling that one out. great move down the Dorito side to really save that point. He shot 3 bodies that game.
30 seconds.
So good job to him.
To make a comeback for them.
Yep. Unfortunately, though, time is dwindling down for them. It is a factor. It is 5-2 for them. So right now they're just trying to close points margin. That one was a little bit of a longer point, though. So on the field now, TCP Machine down by 2 to Mutiny, trying to bring a comeback. 5 minutes and 7 seconds left in this match. Let's see if they can mount. It's plenty of time, right? Plenty of time. I know we've seen some slow points. We've seen plenty of fast points out here, too. So on the screen right now, look for them. Big guns off the break. 4 guns off the break. 1 runner all the way to the Dorito side. He makes it clean. Oh, but as I say that, they lose one of their back
they did
players.
take out the Dorito player for Mutiny.
So 4-on-4 battle right now. Both players losing a body early. So great job here. TCP Machine kind of locking it down. It's getting a little chilly out here. Wind's going
It's
this
good paintball weather out
Great
here.
paintball weather. So wind's picking up a little bit. I'm wearing shorts. Woo, all right. So back into the action right now. We have that back line for TCP Machine holding it. Oh, but he loses the gun battle. But Dorito 1 right here, or Dorito 2, player of the Dorito 2, looking across, wants to make that bump in the Dorito 3. He makes it. Great job. But their Mutiny player screaming that he shot him, but it doesn't look like he's going to get him out. Ref calls him clean. So great positioning here for TCP, as they do have a player in the 50 brick, but unfortunately he missed the shot on the Mutiny player. So, I mean, right now, if I was a Mutiny player, the TCP player, I would make the run on the inside to the brick. Oh. My goodness. He went to head check and to make the move, but unfortunately made it too late as the Mutiny player came up and absolutely peeled his head off. You know that one had to hurt.
Oh yeah.
Did you take any hot ones yesterday?
Oh yeah, plenty of them.
So, yeah, the refs are letting people take a couple extra, nice little jousting going on. They're not calling too many penalties on that. If it's not malicious. So, all right, good trade there. So number 88 from Mutiny comes down the field, trades with the player in the fridge. So good job there. So number 88, man, I need to figure out how to say your name. It's Kalia, Calleja, I believe, Kalia. Anyways, man, number 88, props to you, big dog. Great move down the snake side. So yeah, if you're here live, actually at the Mid-Atlantic Major, go check out all the booths. A lot of great booths here all over the place. Great vendors. And every time I come to one of these events, it's growing and growing and growing. Just more vendors every single time, which shows the health of the sport and the phenomenal platform the NXL is putting on here for semi-pro, for divisionals, for WNXL, for the pros, for the male pros on the NXL Pro field, for Go Sports. So phenomenal play all around by everybody here, and a great event to do it. So that being said, again, got a great day of action, so tune in live and free all day long here on the NXL Live Premier Field. The live stream, again, is free to everybody to watch. So going back into this phenomenal semi-pro action, we have Pbfit taking on TPP Totem. Totem down by quite a few points right now. They need to mount a quick comeback. You know, almost less than a minute left in the match, but big moves. You have 60 seconds right now on the clock. Totem has to come all the way down the field. They are down by 3 points. So, unfortunately, this will probably be the last point of the day, or last point for Totem in this match, as unfortunately, time running down and just can't come back from that depth. So, as you can see here on your screen, Stewart just trying to keep the player from running into the field. He doesn't know how far down the Totem player has gotten yet, though. So Totem player is going to look cross field, get the shot on the Dorito side player. Oh, they do get Colt Lukow, though, who was in the snake. Insert bunker. Give him a couple little extra, though. Oh, wow. Amazing play here from the snake player from Totem.
Number 14.
Number 14 again. Just absolutely out here stunting. They're going to run that point in, try to help point spread. Oh, and unfortunately, 2 seconds behind, not able to get it. Great, great match here. The 14, what's his name? Marchese doing big things here in the snake for Totem. Unfortunately, too little, too late in the situation. Pbfit is going to take that match 5-2, and more than likely sending TPP Totem instead of TCP TPP Totem home. They're going to be 0-3 on the day. So, but hey, there's still a chance. We've seen it happen in the past. We've seen some things kind of crazy tournaments where point spread is real wild, and teams do make it on the Sunday being 1-3. So not out of the question yet. All hope isn't lost, but good chance here with the competitiveness of the semi-pro bracket that Totem might be done. So their last match of the day, hopefully they go out just for them and they do it big. So on the field right now, TCP Machine versus Mutiny. This one slightly closer. More time left.
On the Dorito side.
Yeah, Mutiny 5.
Coming down the field hard.
Exactly. Mutiny 5, TCP Machine 2. 3 minutes left in the match. Still plenty of time for them to try to mount some kind of comeback, but it has to be fast and it has to happen now. Machine flying down the Dorito side of the field, trying to get players. He does trade out, but unfortunately gets shot. TCP player jumping over the snake beam. Old school Oliver Lang days here. Trying to get another shot. Back center player, though, for Mutiny. And the corner player for Mutiny holding off the aggressive attack right now. I believe it's going to be a 2-on-1 or 2-on-2. I think there's Dorito side player left for TCP Machine. There is. He moves all the way into Mutiny side of the field. So Machine is on their horses right now. They are giddy up. They know they have to get down the field and score quick points. But unfortunately, looks like Mutiny is going to try to hold them off. We're ticking down less than 2 minutes left in the match. They do get the back center player. So it looks like it's 1-on-1. Nope, it's actually...
looks like TCP is going to take this point.
TCP is going to run that point in. Wow, great job by TCP, especially the Dorito side player for TCP Machine, getting both those kills to allow the snake player to run down the field. So a little bit of a match going on right now, a little bit of a comeback. So in this situation right now, TCP Machine versus Mutiny. TCP just scored a quick point, right? They have less than 2 minutes left in the match. If you're their coach, you tell them to send it.
I would, because obviously their aggression works. They've got it in their head now that they're going to win.
And Machine being one of the more aggressive teams in the semi-pro division, them sitting back on their guns doesn't work well for them, right?
Not their style.
Not their style. Especially the players that they have on that roster. They need to fly down the field and make sure that they're getting those kills. So right now, for TCP, they need those players to step up. So especially, key players like Brian Gonowicha. They have great, Jay Link. They have Gabriel goes by Gabe. They got Richie. They got AO out there. They have Richard Dima. They have to fly down the field. They have to do big things. And with the roster like that, they need to be making big moves. So we are in true X-Ball right now. So what that means is that since the previous match in the set is done, so we do play sets, 4 teams play at a time, 2 versus 2, and they rotate. We are in true X-Ball. So Pbfit calling a timeout right now. Taking a little time, taking a deep breath. Or excuse me, I'm Mutiny taking a timeout right now, taking a deep breath. They're trying to ice TCP Machine right now. They're trying to get TCP Machine off that momentum train. They just ran down, scored a quick point. With a minute 42 left in the game, they could score. If they scored 2 40-second points roughly, they could come back and tie this up. So they have to be careful right now that they don't lose the momentum. They don't cool down too much. I mean, they're out there. TCP Machine's out there on the field right now. They're stretching. They're warming up. They're trying to stay hot. I would expect the same thing we saw last time. Strong center push, strong Dorito side push. But Mutiny's known for their aggression and their lanes up the break. And Mutiny no slouch. They're used to this position, right? They're used to being up these points. Former pro team from back in the day, led by Aaron Tholey. Now here on the rebuilt on the semi-pro.
20 seconds.
On the semi-pro field. Nick Sloviak coming over with some gifts. So we have a great set coming up next. Carolina Crisis CEP Killers Annapolis. Nick Sloviak will be in the booth with me. Right now, I have special guest Lauren Weeks from WNXL Pro Team, the Chesapeake Cheetahs. And as we talk about it, great center push from TCP Machine, running down the field, getting a bunch of kills. They do lose a Dorito side player, though, but they do kill 2 Mutiny players, so 4 on 3 right now. But they need to push. They're playing like they're not down 2 points right now.
2.
So they know they have to get a kill. They're coming through. Oh, unfortunately, just gets absolutely punished. Trying to make a big move, but hey, I would rather him make that move than sit back in the back bunkers. So TCP losing 2 more bodies. So it looks like 2 on 2 right now as they're breaking out wide. Dorito side and the Snake. 60 seconds left. If they're going to make any sort of comeback, exactly. Say that again.
I said they are pushing the Dorito side. Oh, but he does get taken out.
He does trade, so 1-on-1 right now. But Machine player is not going to let him have this. Oh, absolutely phenomenal move by the Mutiny player, bunkering out the TCP player and running in and hitting the buzzer. So, I mean, right around they have less than 40 seconds left in this match. I think unfortunately it's going to be going to have to be curtains here for TCP Machine as it's hard to come back with less than 40 seconds left. Come back by 3 points. But again, as we go through the day, we have plenty of semi-pro action coming up. Shout out and thank you to all of our sponsors who have made this wonderful live event happen here. So shout out to ProShar, Planet Eclipse, GI, HK Army, which we're playing on this beautiful black and blue HK Army field, Lone Wolf Paintball, Die, Sup Air, and DLX Lux. Lauren Weeks was nice enough to come up here and give me this LV2. I really appreciate it. So, no, this thing does look great. This is the new hotness. I know a lot of people have been asking this for a long time. Getting rid of that air transfer pipe, now having a full grip. Grip very similar to the Geo4, right?
It's made all the difference in the world. And
the new barrel system they have. This one has a Pro DNA tip on it with the great graphics. Love that. So yeah, this is an amazing gift. I appreciate it so much. So
anytime, Vince. Anytime.
Yeah, so, but that being said, again, we do have a ton of vendors here. So if you're here, stop by and get you some swag. I mean, several pro teams have vendors here as well. Can anyone pick up any Cheetahs merch out here today?
I have Cheetahs merch with me. We're working on getting more merchandise and stuff out. We'll definitely have a booth in World Cup.
Yeah,
some goggles and some new goodies coming out here soon. So.
And speaking of the goggles, I have seen, so I believe Mark Johnson is wearing some black subdued cheetah print goggles,
yes,
right?
Yes, he is.
They look phenomenal, by the way.
Yes.
So going into this, probably what ended up being the last point of the day, TCP Machine coming out here just for pride at this point to try to put up another point on the board from Mutiny, Mutiny needed this win as they are 2-1. So if they get this win, they'll be 3-1, more than likely moving on. Unfortunately, TCP Machine, a different situation, 0-2 right now, but they are storming down the field. Looking at less than 20 seconds left in this match. But hey, great push. What I find is a lot of times, wow, great job from number 88. Ooh, 88 giving the TCP player a little extra love there at the end, but phenomenal job by Mutiny to take that point. Again, great semi-pro action coming up next. We're going to have Nick Sloviak in the booth with us. We have Carolina Crisis versus CEP, Killers versus Annapolis A-Team out here live on the NXL Live Premier Field here at the Mid-Atlantic Major outside Philadelphia, PA. Again, I'm Vince Cunningham from Let's Talk Paintball. Thank you so much to Lauren Weeks for coming in the booth with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yep, and hey, shout out to the Cheetahs, and look forward to seeing your matches the rest of the day, and good luck.
Thank you, Vince. I appreciate
All right,
it.
and we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be back after this.